Markers. Lateral markers. Lateral means the sides. So lateral markers are the marks that show us the sides of a channel. There is a port lateral marker and a starboard lateral marker. The port mark is square and red. Remember, there is a saying, there is red port left in the bottle when headed upstream. Red port left. The starboard marker is triangle-shaped and green. A way to remember this is to remember star, starboard, star-shaped, triangle. Also, green is good, so it's good to keep to the right. It is good closer to the green when headed upstream, into a port. So remember, port is left and starboard is right. So on your way up a channel, the port marker is on the left and the starboard on your right. We keep to the good, we keep to the green, we keep to the right. What does lateral mean? Sides. What do lateral markers show? Sides of a channel. What color is a port marker? Red. When going upstream, on what side is the port marker? Left. What shape is the starboard mark? Triangle. What color is the starboard mark? Green. Do we keep to the right? Yes. When going upstream, what color marker is on the right? Green. At night, port mark lights can look like any of these. Quick flashing red. Flashing red. Group flashing red. Next, we need to know this, the danger mark. Cannonballs are dangerous. So if you see a mark in the water that looks like two black cannonballs, that's a danger mark. They show an isolated danger. These show there is something dangerous at the mark. It could be a rock or a wreck, something small and dangerous, like two black cannonballs. A white light, group flashing 2, like this, is an isolated danger mark. Keep well away from it. A safe water mark shows safe water, obviously. And if you see one of these, you know safe water is all around the mark. A way to remember the safe water mark is visualize a safe, striped, circus tent with a red ball on top. A safe water mark uses these white light rhythms. Isophase, occulting, long flash every 10 seconds. So, black cannonballs equal danger. Safe stripes with a red balloon on top, safe water. Then there are these special marks. Their purpose is a bit like the yellow witches' hats that you see on the road at temporary earthworks or roadworks. Special marks are yellow, often yellow X's. These yellow special marks are also usually temporary. They can also be used to separate traffic into lanes permanently. There are some of these at the Freo Fishing Boat Harbour entrance. They can mark off many things, rowing or sporting events, many things. What shape and colour is on an isolated danger mark? Black balls. What shape and colour is the ball on a safe water mark? Red. What colours are on the sides of a safe water mark? Red and white. What colour is a special mark? Yellow. What shape is on the top of a special mark?
X.
Cardinal marks. Now we learn the north, south, west, and east marks. These are called cardinal marks. Cardinal is another word for main or most important. And so far as compass directions, north, south, west, and east are obviously the most important or cardinal markers. These 4 cardinal marks are positioned at the edges of the most dangerous areas. You must go to the north of the north mark. You must stay south of the south mark, west of the west mark, and east of the east mark. If you know your compass directions, north, south, west, and east, then it's easy to learn. On the north cardinal mark, you'll see both cones are pointing up. North is up. On the south cardinal mark, you'll see both cones point down. The point is down, south. West and east are a little trickier. A W can be seen on its side on the west mark, or some see that west has a waist. And an E can be seen on the side of the east mark, or some say it looks like an egg, or looks more like an egg than all the others do anyway. So, north is up, south is down, west has a waist, east is egg-shaped. At night, a white flashing light tells you what cardinal marker you're looking at. What can you see? The light flashes are quite easy to learn. They can be worked out by looking at your watch. Old-fashioned watch, that is. Looking at your watch, where is north, south, west, and east on your watch? You'll see watch numbers match up to north, south, west, and east. So you'll see at night 3 flashes for east, 6 flashes for south, 9 flashes for west, and north is continuous. We don't know if it's 12 or 0. It just keeps flashing. 6 also has a long flash after the 6, just in case we lose count. So you'll see 6, then a long one, and then 6. So cardinal marks are compass directions: north, south, west, and east, and their lights match your watch.
The posts that hold the cardinal marks are also painted in yellow and black to tell us what the marker is. So, if the top was knocked off one, the post will tell us what it is. Look at them. You can see that the black is where the points of the triangles are. So north, with its triangles pointing up, has black up at the top of the post. South, with its triangles pointing down, has the black down at the bottom of the post. West, with its triangles pointing into the middle, has black in the middle. East, with its triangles pointing up and down, has black at the top and bottom of the post. Some waterways don't even have the markers, just poles, so it is worth learning these.
What are the 4 cardinal markers?
North, south, west, east.
What side of a north mark is safe water?
North.
What side of a south mark is safe water?
South.
What side of a west mark is danger?
East.
Which side of an east mark is danger?
West.
Which way do the cones point on a north cardinal marker?
Both up.
Which way do the cones point on a south cardinal mark?
Both down.
What does the west cardinal mark look like?
Has a waist.
What does the east cardinal mark look like?
Egg.
How many light flashes is east?
3.
How many light flashes is south?
6.
How many light flashes is west?
9.
How many light flashes is north?
Continuous.
Which one has a long flash after 6?
South.
Leads. Leads are basically two marks that you line up, and when they are lined up, you're on a transit. They're usually on land, and usually one is on the water's edge closer to you, and the other is higher up and further away. Some people get confused when talking about this, about which is the front and which is the rear. Pick up a book. Hold the book in your hands. Look at it. The front of the book is the part of the book closest to you, and the rear of the book is furthest from you. So the front lead is closest to you, and the rear lead is furthest away from you. So if the front lead is at the water's edge, it's lower down. Then the rear lead will be up higher and further away, maybe up on a sand dune or up on a building. So if you steer to keep the rear lead above the front lead, it will guide you along a channel. So just keep the rear lead above the front lead. Lead marker lights can be any color and will be shown on the chart for the area. The reason why they are different colors is because sometimes lights on the hill, house lights, road lights, car lights, and so forth, are around there. So therefore the lead lights need to be very different to the predominant lights in the area. Sectored lights. Sectored lights aren't very common, but they work in much the same way that common car traffic lights work, by only letting people in front of them see the color of the light. Sectored lights shine a different colored light in a particular direction, and when you aren't directly in front of it, you won't see it. It's a narrow beam. Sectored lights can show you when you're to the left, to the right, or in a channel. So you may see one color, then you might move a little and see another color. If you look at a chart, you'll see which sectored lights you're in. Each of them shines in a narrow area, so one light shines there, one light shines there, one light may shine there. Sectored lights can show you dangers, a safe passage, or shallow water. They don't just show you a channel. What are leads?
They show a transit.
Where is the rear lead?
Higher and further away.
Where is the front lead?
Lower and closer.
Do you steer to keep the rear lead above the front lead?
Yes.
What color can lead lights be?
Any color.
Can sectored lights show you dangers?
Yes.
Can sectored lights show you a safe passage?
Yes.
Can sectored lights show you shallow water?
Yes.